Good morning. Chapter 12 is about feeds and feeding. In this part, we will be dealing with feeding of poultry. Feed forms, that is, how the feed is available. Feed is available in two forms mainly, pellet and mash. There are other feeds also like crumbles and all, but these are the two main feed forms, pellet and mash. The raw materials which we will deal with later. So the raw materials are ground and they are mixed to form the mash feed. The advantage of mash feed is that it is very cheap compared to pellet. It is cheap and it is easy to produce. Disadvantage is that selective feeding. See, in mash, there will be different size particles. So, the birds prefer to eat the bigger size feed material like the maize or the rice, and the materials which are finely ground like the rice polish, it will be left out. There is also chance of feed wastage. Then the fine particles, it may reach the respiratory system and it can cause respiratory infections. Advantage of pellet is it reduces the feed wastage. It reduces the labor for feeding, that it is easy to distribute this feed destiness is reduced, so the chance of respiratory disease is also reduced. Then selective consumption, which we said earlier, that can also be reduced. It is coming as a single material, so the bird has to eat the whole material as such. While making the pellet, we use heat, so this will destroy some bacteria. Disadvantage of pellet is that it is expensive compared to the mash feed. Pellets are expensive. Because of the larger size, it cannot be fed to the young chicks. Then there is a chance of cannibalism. So cannibalism means picking others or picking the feathers or skin of other bird. So pellet feeding birds has an increased chance of cannibalism. That is about feed forms. Now coming to the feed requirement for chicken. So the feed requirement for broiler and layer is different. Broiler, as we know, we will raise the broiler only 7 weeks or maximum 8 weeks, and the feed requirement is 4.7 kg per bird. It is less than 5 kg. We can remember it like that. But a layer is raised from 0 to 72 weeks, and we have already dealt with all this, like chick period is from 0 to 8 weeks, growing period 9 to 20 weeks, and laying period 21 to 72 weeks. A chick will eat approximately 2 kg, growing period it is 6 kg, and during laying period it is 41 kg. So, a layer will consume less than 50 kg feed in its lifetime. One important point to be noted is that feed cost, it is the biggest input a farmer has to make before starting or while doing farming. Last portion of this session is feed additive. There are two types of feed additives, nutritive feed additives and non-nutritive feed additives. First of all, what is a feed additive? Feed additive is something which we will add to the feed, and there will be lot of reasons for that. We will come to that one by one. Feed additives are added to the feed to increase the physical appearance, for the consistency of the feed, to increase nutritive quality and nutrient availability, to increase the texture of the diet, and to increase the shelf life, that is keeping quality of the feed. Non-nutritive feed additives, that means these feed additive doesn't have any nutritive value. It is added to the feed for other purpose, and these non-nutritive feed additives include prebiotic, probiotic, acidifiers, feed enzymes, toxin binders, antibiotic growth promoters, anticoccidials, flavor enhancing agents, emulsifiers, carotenoids, etc. And each of them has a specific purpose. Nutritive feed additives are vitamins, minerals and amino acid. After formulating the feed, we may find the feed is deficient in some amino acid or some minerals. That time we will add these amino acid or mineral or vitamin as top up. Antibiotic growth promoters or AGP is not recommended in poultry feed, or it is banned to add these in the feed. There is two reasons for this. One is antibiotic residues will be there in the animal product, and second is the development of resistant bacterial varieties. What do you mean by bacterial resistance? Continuous use of antibiotic can lead to development of resistant strain of bacteria to a particular antibiotic. And when disease occurs, this antibiotic will not have any effect on the resistant variety of the bacteria. Thank you for listening. Happy learning.